Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday Book Chats. Again, I am Mr. Mayor, and here I am to talk about 4 new books at the high school library. First one is called In Waves, and this is kind of part memoir, part history book, and all graphic novel. In one sense of the book, the author tells the story of the last few months of his wife's battle with cancer and how their shared love of surfing kind of brought them together and strengthened their love. But in the alternating chapters, you learn the history of surfing and how the sport and activity has evolved over hundreds of years. You can see that the art in this book is fantastic and the writing is very sparse, so it won't take you very long to read, but the story, I think, is going to stick with you long after you finish. The second book, if you are a fan of Cinder and the Lunar Chronicles or the show Westworld, you might check this one out, because this one, it's kind of like a futuristic Disney world called The Kingdom, where it's a immersive fantasy park where you can soar on virtual dragons and castles loom over you like giants, and there's bioengineered species that were formerly extinct that now roam around in kind of a zoo. But they also have these princesses called fantastists that are engineered to make all of your dreams come true. And Anna is one of those fantastists. And Anna meets one of the employees named Owen. And when she meets Owen, she kind of has this feeling that she's never felt before: love. But that fairy tale becomes a nightmare when Owen winds up dead and Anna is accused of his murder. All of this is told through courtroom testimony, interviews, and Anna's memories of Owen. So it's a story full of love, lies, cruelty, mystery, and a little bit of what it truly means to be human. If fantasy is not your thing and you like more realistic fiction, I'm Not Dying With You Tonight is a new realistic fiction book that tells the story of Campbell and Lena and how they are very different. Campbell is new to the high school. She's white, and she kind of just wants to lay low and kind of do her own thing. Whereas Lena, who's African American, her boyfriend is kind of the big man on campus. She's got killer style. She's kind of got her life all together in a sense. And one evening, Campbell's working at the concession stand at the football game, and Lena is there as well, and a fight breaks out. And Campbell and Lena kind of have to stick together in order to escape. And the fight escalates, and somebody gets shot. And the close by neighborhoods kind of become a riot, leaving the girls to fend for themselves and try to make it home. This whole book takes place just over a few hours of that night, so it's very fast paced. And throughout the night, each girl learns quite a bit about each other, but a little bit about themselves as well, and some of those preconceived notions that they had about each other. So if you like books like Dear Martin and The Hate You Give, check that one out. And then the last one is called The Whisper Man, and I have not read this one, but have heard great things about it. Was written for adults, but I think high schoolers will enjoy it. So after the sudden death of his wife, Tom believes a fresh start is going to help him and his son Jake heal. A new beginning, a new house, a new town. But that new town that they moved to has a dark past. See, 20 years ago, a serial killer abducted and murdered 5 residents. And until Frank Carter was finally caught, he was nicknamed the Whisper Man, because he would lure out his victims out by whispering at their windows at night. So just as Tom and Jake settle into their new house and kind of get things settled, a young boy vanishes from the town, and his disappearance kind of bears an unnerving resemblance to Frank Carter's crimes, reigniting old rumors that maybe Frank had an accomplice, that the Whisper Man didn't act alone. So now the detectives are looking for the boy before it's too late. And then Jake, the little boy, Tom's son, begins acting a little bit strangely, and he hears a whispering at his window. So if you like thrillers, check this one out, Whisper Man, and tell me what you think about it. As always, all of these are available at the high school library. If you read any of them, let me know what you think. Enjoy. Have a great day.